Yes. Welcome, everybody. It's a brand new year. It's a brand new time for the We Book It podcast. Hey, fellas, how you guys like that new intro?
I love it.
Not
Love
bad.
it.
Not bad.
Love it.
The countdown's a little faster than five. It was a little longer than 5 seconds, but you know that's pretty good right there.
Got that Chris Jericho countdown going on.
Oh man,
JR,
fellas,
it's the new year.
welcome in, guys. It is the first We Book It episode of 2025. Yes, sir. Our Sunday pod. The one, the only, the thing that began it all. We are right here. And this, guys, is your Sunday show. For those of you that are new to our channel, welcome, first and foremost. Secondly, guys, the Sunday pod is our variety show pod. It is where we come in and we talk about all of the wrestling throughout the week. Your Friday, Wednesday, and Monday night pods are just for us to do small recaps. But here is where you get the meat and potatoes of what the We Book It boys are thinking and feeling and everything that's going on hot in wrestling right now, including Moose retiring that version of the X Division Championship. Yes, he is going to bring a new X Division Championship and debut it. Excited about that. I know C's more excited than anybody about that. So,
bro, you had me, man, when you said Moose retired. I was like, yes. Oh, man. You said retiring this version of the title belt. I'm like, damn it.
You got his hopes up.
Oh.
I told you, see, listen, guys.
C hates Moose so much.
For no reason, it's not even warranted.
Right.
Listen, with this old running mate from TNA moving on and coming to NXT to run NXT, it's a wrap, bro. Moose is coming to NXT, bro. He's gonna get a deal in NXT now. Him and Jordan Grace and Joe Hendry, all of them.
Wait, huh? Who? His running mate?
Gosh, what's the guy's name that was running TNA? Left, started a Canadian wrestling promotion. I always forget his name.
Because you told me I should apply for it. Move to Canada.
It's Scott.
Scott D'Amore.
Yeah, Scott D'Amore.
So Scott D'Amore is headed to NXT to run NXT. Shawn Michaels is going to run SmackDown, and Triple H will be running Raw.
Yeah. Okay.
I dig it.
At least that's what I heard.
I already know what.
Yeah, that's right. I heard that too, Virgil.
I already know what they're gonna do when they bring in Moose. They're gonna put his ass against Obi, Oba, whoever the big motherfucker that just won the title against Trick.
Oba
already know. Yeah, it's gonna be them two going at it. I already know. Put the big black guys against each other and fight for the title. Typical.
Yeah. I mean, but listen, guys, that's not a bad move at all for either side. For Shawn Michaels to transition to running SmackDown, for Triple H to focus mainly on Monday Night Raw, and then of course for Scott D'Amore, who has been known to build talent such as Mike Bailey, such as Jordan Grace, such as Moose, and of course our favorite Joe Hendry. I mean, he has done a lot, so I think him making the move over to NXT and building up that roster, I think it's a great thing. It's a great thing for them.
It is.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good.
Another move. Since we're talking about moves already, I guess to start the show, another move that happened. A lot of people are saying it was demotion. Honestly, I don't look at it as a demotion just because of the fact that NXT is going to now once again be portrayed on the same level as SmackDown and as Raw, even though it won't pull as much viewership, even though it is getting high viewership on the CW. Corey Graves is back on commentary along Vic Joseph and Booker T with NXT now. So he now works Tuesday nights with Booker T and Vic Joseph. A lot of people was calling this a demotion just because Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett are doing SmackDown on USA, and of course Michael Cole is back with his running and / butt buddy Pat McAfee on Monday Night Raw.
Dang.
So I mean, I mean,
I
like
wouldn't call that a demotion.
Actually, I think if anything, it kind of gives the commentary for NXT a boost because now you got like a real heel like on commentary. Booker T, he's like a tweener, like he goes back and forth whatnot, who he is basically who he likes and who he supports basically, and so he's not like the true heel commentator. And so I think adding Corey Graves would definitely boost up. I would say not only just the commentary but the ratings too, because he's good on commentary in my opinion.
I think it's actually going to lead him towards his in-ring return. I think that's kind of why they did the move, so that he can kind of start training when they're at the Performance Center, keep kind of training a little bit more, and hopefully get him back in the ring, start him out in NXT, and then work his way back up to the main roster. That's kind of how I saw the move.
Or, hear me out, we did see Trick lose his title. He's going to get the call-up soon. I need Booker T to be on the same show he is, so he does his weird shit. Oh, yeah. What? Okay. I need him to do that for Trick's entrance. It won't be the same.
No. That's all Wade Barrett. He go hit him with that Shamon.
You know it's going to be Pat McAfee that's going to get it.
You really think he's going to go to Raw? I think he's going to go to SmackDown. They need the star power now.
He should go to SmackDown, but I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Raw.
Fair enough.
For sure. No, I think that it's a good move for Corey Graves. Again, like I said, it's not a demotion. It's more so just an opportunity for him to spread his wings. I actually like what Coach said about it being an opportunity for him to potentially make his in-ring return, training down there at the PC, and potentially maybe coming back, man. Potentially maybe coming back. We'll have to see about that. So, guys, we did the Monday Night Raw recap. Monday Night was the only one that said he was kind of disappointed in Monday Night Raw. But we've had a week now to let the first Monday Night Raw set in. And we've had some time to reflect, some time to think, some time to grow, some time to fix our opinions. What did you guys really honestly think of Monday Night Raw this past Monday night? And it's okay to change your opinion now if you didn't think the show was as good as the high praise that you gave it Monday night. I mean, coming off of it, it just felt fresh and new. But at the same time, you've had a little opportunity now to, think things through. So what did you think, guys?
So I work from home about 3 days a week, and so I rewatched Tuesday and Friday. I wouldn't say it was necessarily a bullseye. I'm a big bar goer. I love playing darts. I wouldn't say it's that double bullseye, that 50-point. But I would say it's in the bullseye range. It gave you what's going to be coming to it. I mean, just like a lovely lady you take home from the bar, you don't want to blow your load the first night. No. You build that up. You last all night long. So I think that's what the show was. It's just an introduction, and it's slowly going to be building up to more crazier, exotic things that we aren't used to with Raw. And there's so many sex puns in that.
Speak for yourself, Fredos. I'm going all the way. But now, go ahead, Coach. Oh, no,
I was just going to say, I'm just surprised Virgil didn't, his reactions to that comment, Fritos, didn't get anything out of it. I was, interesting. Yeah, looking back at
it's 2025, and I'm trying to do a little bit better about not letting Frito get my goat because he tries to do it every episode. He at least 3 times an episode. He tries to say something outlandish that makes me react to the fact that we just never gonna be able to have this podcast be, sponsored. But hey, it is what it is. I've rested in that fact by now. It's okay.
If Pat McAfee can say crazy stuff on air, I can say whatever. We will get sponsored.
Pat McAfee also has a pretty reputable brand that we're trying to get to.
Right.
Well,
bingo.
I've got a brand being freaking crazy. That's all.
And money.
But now I'm just splitting hairs. Anyways, so looking back at it, it was a good show, but I am going to agree with C. I think that all the hype that was brought up about it, it just felt like it was a little bit flat when it came to the hype. Now, if we were talking show wise, I thought, pretty good, especially in ring work. I thought the matches were good, even though we only had 3. But you had your 2 world champions not even be prominent features on Monday Night Raw. And that one kind of, you had Cody in the crowd and Gunther had a video package, but wouldn't it feel better if they were actually there in ring? I think it would have been good to have maybe one of them defending the title on Raw to kind of add a little bit more to it. But we had one title match, and that was good, but it just felt like there could have been something else. And it was missing something for sure.
Yeah, I think for me, here's how things were presented to me, and I'm not taking credit for this because this isn't my idea, but somebody on Twitter put out there, on X put out there that this show was a presentation show. This show was not for the fans that were watching Monday Night Raw on USA Network. This show was for the fans that are the lapsed fans that are coming back to WWE. Remember, WWE pulled we're in 2.9 million homes, one of their highest rated ever. In this, obviously in this decade and in the last decade as well. They haven't pulled the number this high easily since like 2008, 2009. So you have to look at all of that and understand that they are doing this to bring up to speed the people that have not watched the product in forever. So if you look at the product on Raw, you say, okay, why the heck is The Rock now toasting it up with Cody Rhodes? Why are they laughing and chucking it up, like best buds? Why is, Gunther not prominently featured on this show? He's the World Heavyweight Champion, the champion of this show. Why is all of these things happening? Well, there's a reason for that. For the lapsed fan, the last time they saw The Rock, he was probably more than likely a good guy. For the lapsed fan, it looks great if Cody Rhodes, who is the guy that's been carrying your company, is chuckling it up and laughing it up with the guy that sits on the board of the company. The presentation, the optics. So this first Monday Night Raw show was really just the beginning. We got to give it time. And that's a problem with wrestling fans. A lot of wrestling fans just aren't patient. They just don't want to give stuff time. They want it to happen when they want it to happen, how they want it to happen. And me included, I razzed on Tiffany for months for not cashing in her money in the bank and for taking so long to cash in her money in the bank. But when she did cash it in, it was a momentous time and it meant something.
Like I said, you don't want to blow your load the first 5 seconds. So build up.
And I get that. My issue is that how they promoted everything. Got superstars going on all these press tours, like going on talk shows, being on different podcasts, sports podcasts, being on been doing special guest commentary for NBA games, NFL games, vice versa. Like all this shit, like all this promotion. I get it. You want to promote the brand, company, and all that for new things that are on the horizon. But also in addition to that, like they're retreating, they're almost building this as if like it's supposed to be the biggest Raw, in history. And it was almost on some WrestleMania level type stuff. Like that's what they were promoting it to. So I'm thinking, all right, we about to get pay-per-view quality TV, the whole show for 3 hours. And that's not, I feel like when you really go back and look at it, yes, some of the matches were great. Like you have some good promo moments, but like I feel like in the grand scheme of it all, like it was like, okay, all right, great, good show. But I feel like it didn't leave me with something like that I was going to talk about for like days upon days after, like after WrestleMania 40, we were talking about it like for several days, and it was 2 nights. And so I just feel like for Raw, how they were promoting it, going all out for it, and making it seem like it was going to be the biggest Raw, ever. And they were pretty much saying that literally. And I feel like it didn't live up to that bill, like honestly. So that's like it was. I'm saying like it's a good show. It was a good show. I just feel like everything, all the hype that came with it, it didn't live up to that completely. I just feel like there were, some flat moments, I guess. So
I think that's how we're seeing it as just true wrestling fans, though. Because this past weekend, Saturday, I got a new tattoo, and everyone at the tattoo shop was talking about Raw on Netflix and how when the reception lady, the young lady there, she was talking about how she's never watched wrestling at all. She did some stuff with her dad, growing up, but nothing too serious. But now she's getting back into it, starting from watching WrestleMania 1. She's on WrestleMania 8 now, but working her way up so she could, understand wrestling fully. So, I mean, I think this is just going to help out generally with this Netflix deal to get more fans in there, even though we see it as something different. But like someone new to it, the whole wrestling concept is going to love it because it's all showsmanship and all that, what they were really promoting. Oh, by the way, the new tattoo, it's upside down. It's the Balrog from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice, man, nice. Yeah, I like I said, I would argue, to your point that WWE did a very good job of representing itself here on that Monday Night Raw and presenting itself to the lapsed fan to get them excited, to get them latched onto the story. Now, once once if you still have this feeling, 2-3 weeks from now, when we're in the thick of WrestleMania season, then I would say that's a problem. But to be kind of let down by this Raw versus, okay, I'll put it to you like this: would you rather watch this Monday Night Raw, or would you rather watch the Monday Night Raw, the anniversary of Monday Night Raw, the one where it was Cena versus Punk in the main event, and Punk turned on The Rock and turned heel?
I feel like that one, because that was Raw 1000.
Yeah.
So that had a lot. I think they were like 4 hours that night too. Yeah, they went 4 hours because it was a lot going on. Like, it was basically a big reunion show. They had a lot of good matches on the card, but that was like the premiere match. And now I will say, I hated the whole disqualification part of it. I did hate that part, but the CM Punk heel turn on The Rock did kind of like make up for it, because it was shocking and it basically left people like talking about it, like, CM Punk turned on The Rock. All right, what's next? So it did leave us with that. But I don't know. I guess for me, I did expect a lot more than I should have, based on how it was promoted. So I think that was mainly the issue. But I mean, for the most part, it wasn't like a trash show. Like, it wasn't like something I felt like I'm going to rant about. But I just, in terms of what I expected and what I got, that's pretty much what it was for me. Not to say that like I said, it's the first show, so I can't really hold it against them too much. My biggest concern was that whether or not we were going to get good quality in terms of like, the whole buffering and all that other shit. That did not happen. So I was more pleased about that, honestly. And so hopefully they'll be good with that in the years to come. I think with that, it was a lot easier for Monday Night Raw to not have buffering issues, because I feel like not as many people were going to be watching it compared to the football game they had on Christmas, as well as the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. So I think that'll be good. Huh?
You call that a fight?
A
scrimmage.
A scrimmage, yeah, a little
A dance.
What do they call it for boxing? Is it it's not a scrimmage,
Sparring.
but what?
Sparring.
Yes.
Sparring,
Yeah. That's basically what that was. But I think it was good that the presentation was good in terms of the for like no buffering, no issues and things like that. So I do think that like they're gonna build on this. There'll be more things to come, like especially tomorrow night and then other weeks as we lead up to the Royal Rumble, especially with Cena starting his farewell tour now. I think that's definitely going to bring in a lot more viewers, especially people that were Cena fans back in the day. People that haven't really watched it. So you got so many different avenues. What's going to happen with Punk and Rollins from this point on? So yeah, I think there's a high hope for great things to come for Raw Netflix. So it's just me. Just that night, I wasn't I won't say not pleased, but like I definitely expected more. So I think it was just an issue for me. It was just I was expecting more than what I got. It is what it is, though.
Yeah, like I said, I think that I understood it better once I got that revelation that the Raw wasn't for us. It wasn't for the fans that have been keeping up with everything. It was just enough for us to want to watch, but this Raw was more for the fans that were lapsed fans that hadn't watched Raw in a very long time that needed to catch up or were just starting over from scratch. And you got to remember, fans in the UK, like they don't have WWE Network anymore, or honestly, fans outside of America don't have the WWE Network anymore. So a lot of lapsed fans that have had Netflix that have been seeing this coming to Netflix because they don't have Peacock and they don't have the WWE Network. A lot of them now are starting to catch on or mark their calendars. I mean, both my brothers watched Monday Night Raw, and neither one of them have really watched or kept up with the stories on Monday Night Raw. So again, I mean, to be able to come in and not feel like you're lost because they didn't just continue the stuff from the last week or the week before that, but they basically just started over fresh. And Triple H said it was going to be a start of something new. So I mean, I full on expected it to be like that. Oh gosh, here he goes. There he goes. There he goes.
He walked right into that, buddy.
There he goes.
Look, she was there that night. I mean, it's perfect.
It's on par, huh? On par for the court.
She was there.
So,
she been there several times.
with all of that being said, any last thoughts on your expectations for Monday Night Raw moving forward, fellas? Before we move on to the next topic.
I think it's gonna be good.
It's gonna get better.
Yeah, it's Rumble season, so yeah, I expect a lot more going on. I think, especially with this whole little transfers portal system they got. Everybody appear on each show now, so especially during this time of the year, I think we're definitely going to get some good television or good shows for not just Raw, but SmackDown and NXT. Because all three brands are pretty much. This is usually one time of the year where all three brands, kind of collide with each other. Like once like people going to one show back and forth. So. And then with the TNA deal, the whole TNA partnership, you never know what to expect with that either. Yeah, I think we're in for some good wrestling and good television over the next few months.
Agreed. So, with that being said, speaking of good television, I don't have the graphics set up for it yet, but guys are going to do the first edition of Mike's Magic Wrestling Moments. This is the beginning of something new. I am taking over the throwback because C is now going to have a new segment, a weekly segment. So this Mike's Magic Moments in Wrestling, and guys, for the very first. I'm continuing on. Don't say nothing. Shut up. All right.
No, it was just more that look that C gave when he said he got a new segment. I was creeped out there for a second. Oh, I got chills. I'm scared for his new segments. That's all.
No. Trust me. C's new segment, everybody gonna love. All right.
Oh, God.
Anyways, so for Mike's Magic Moments in Wrestling, I actually do want to take you guys back to that 1000th episode of Monday Night Raw. The 1000th episode of Monday Night Raw literally was one of the most epic nights, and it was highlighted by a WWE Championship match between John Cena and CM Punk. CM Punk had just had the summer, coming off the heels of the Summer of Punk, where he had been the WWE champion, and he was going on a run like no other. And John Cena, you can never ever count him out. It's always something with him. You can always count on him. Big Match John is what the name JBL gave him. So this episode of Raw debuted, was broadcast live on July 23rd, 2012, airing on the USA Network. It was the 1000th episode of WWE's flagship show, and guys, a who's who of talent was there. It only had 5 professional wrestling matches. It did have a wedding ceremony, and it had appearances from past WWE superstars. So we had the wedding between AJ Lee and Daniel Bryan that ended with AJ Lee leaving Bryan after being announced as the new general manager of Raw by WWE chairman Vince McMahon. When at first she said she was leaving him for another man, and then Vince McMahon's music played and the whole crowd popped for that. But then she specified that it wasn't necessarily a romantic relationship. It was a business partnership, and she's becoming the new general manager. The Miz defeated Christian Cage to become the new WWE Intercontinental Champion. And in the main event, of course, John Cena won by disqualification in a WWE Championship match against CM Punk after cashing in his Money in the Bank contract. CM Punk turned heel by attacking The Rock. The episode averaged 6 million viewers. So, yeah, guys, you definitely want to go back, go out of your way, go check out that episode of the 1000th episode of Raw. So those of you that are watching overseas, use it on Netflix. For those of you that are right here in America with us, go to Peacock and go check out this week the 1000th episode of Monday Night Raw. You don't want to miss it. Then you can be the judge, which was better, Raw's debut on Netflix, Raw's debut on Raw's 1000th episode. So, and I want you guys to get active in the comments too. Let me know in the comments, which one did you think was better, the USA episode, 1000th episode of Monday Night Raw, or Raw debut on Netflix? I need to know from you guys which one you thought was better and why. Comment below. But we're going to move on from that. And now, guys, we're going to talk about what has had wrestling fans in an uproar since it was announced, and that is the debut of Penta actually was pushed back from Monday Night Raw, and him tag teaming with Rey Mysterio to now him doing a singles match and making his debut against Chad Gable this coming Monday. I'm going to turn it over to our resident Raw reviewer, that man, Coachman. Coach, what do you think about this? Have you been looking on X and seeing all the uproar of fans being pissed about Penta coming to WWE and his mishandled use?
Oh yeah, people are ticked about it because he was advertised for it and everything, and that's what the rumor mill had been saying, is that he's going to make his debut on the Netflix premiere, only for it to get pushed back to tomorrow night. In my opinion, was it unfortunate? Yes, because I was looking forward to seeing him, but in hindsight, it's better to have him come out. He's such a veteran that you don't need to have him be in a tag team match. He can hold his own in the ring. This isn't like it's a NXT
Sin
call
Cara.
up or what's that?
It's not like Sin Cara coming.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not Kalisto or Sin Cara. This is Penta. Like, he knows what he's doing.
Damn Power Rangers.
Right. Gotta get the trampoline out for his entrance and then try and pull it back underneath the ring as quickly as possible.
Mystic Force ass Ranger.
Hey, C and Birdman used to really hate Sin Cara, like really bad, like
Bro,
really bad.
Man, shit, man, go ahead, man. I don't even want to go on the tangent about this. Go ahead.
But like I said, seeing him in a singles match is going to highlight him even more. Where I think as in a tag match, the spotlight gets kind of taken away from him. It's gonna, and especially with if he's tagging with Mysterio, they're going to be talking more. Commentary is going to be talking more about Mysterio and all of his past partners, and then Penta. So having him be a singles competitor the next week on Raw is going to work out in the long term. And so that's why, like I said, yes, initial reaction, wasn't a fan of it, but marinating over it, yes, this is going to work. And plus, you heard the pop from the people in LA when they showed just that vignette of his name. He's going to be over. So everyone needs to calm down on social media. It's going to be okay.
What do you think, Fritos?
We are fickle. WWE fans are extremely fickle. Because originally when they were talking about, Penta tagging with Ray against a New Day, they were all complaining. I saw a bunch of complaints on X saying, why is Penta tagging with Ray? Another luchador or a Mexican wrestler tagging with Ray. And that's another big thing. So I'm glad they didn't go that route because clearly that's what WWE's done with every Hispanic wrestler. They've had him tag with Ray. They get in a little feud and they split ways. At this point, I'm happy they're going to let Penta go his separate way and have the single run. I wouldn't mind eventually that they have a WrestleMania match. Somewhere in the mid card, a luchador match. It'd be extremely fun. It'd be extremely entertaining. But for right now, I think you keep them separated because Penta is a big name and just do it that way. So I'm not necessarily super upset with the cut from the tag team match, but I'm looking more forward to this singles match with Chad Gable. And those two are going to kill it that night.
Agreed. What do you think, C?
I'm excited for it, man. I ain't got much to add to that. Like I said, I think with long as they get it done right, like they use them right, that's all that matters to me. When it comes to like debuts and all that other stuff, as long as it's not on the level in terms of us waiting to we talk about Sin Cara, but what was the the other dude where we had to wait almost like literally about a year or so before he actually debuted on Raw. It was like within the last 3 or 4 years. Was it a Samoan dude or Indian guy?
You talking about
know who I'm talking about? Yeah, they got him in the tag. Well, they had him in the tag team. They moved him down to NXT, and then he ended up being in the tag team with somebody else. And then they moved
Veer Mahan.
Veer Mahan.
Yes.
That motherfucker. Oh boy, I tell you, bro. Long as it's not like on that level, we had to wait over a year. I'm good, but I don't think they're gonna do that. So I think,
bro, he just do y'all realize he just got released last year? That's crazy. Yeah. That's wild. They spent all that time hyping that man up just for him to come back.
Bro, like,
that's crazy.
I'm excited for Penta, man. I already know what he's gonna bring to the table. Hopefully they'll water down his moveset and all that other stuff. Especially what he did at AEW. So hopefully, we get some good matches with him. And I already know they're gonna have him. They're gonna have him paired up, with Ray or what the other, luchador Mexican guy in the company. And so hopefully they can bring his partner over in a few months. And then we get some good tag team wrestling going on, with those two, and as well as is Kalisto and them still in the they still wrestling? Kalisto still?
Shoot, who knows, bro?
I don't think so.
Zero idea.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited, man. So
Oh no,
yeah.
no, no,
What
no.
What happened in the game, Mike?
Breaking news, everybody. Breaking news, and it is wrestling related. WWE has just announced that for the first time since 2011, the 2025 Royal Rumble for both men and women will feature 40 wrestlers in each respective match.
They're doing this again. Like
That's gonna be a long night.
the
Oh
last
my
40
God.
I'll
man,
get the coffee ready.
bro. The last 40 man Rumble they did was shaky. It was kind of shaky, and that was when Sheamus won that one year. And then they did the greatest Royal Rumble match, and that one had what 40 people again too.
40, yeah.
It was 40. And, I mean, at least the bright spot from that one was that the Titus O'Neil,
the Titus O'Neil.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. For both matches.
For both
Like,
matches. So that
one's
means
gonna open
already
and one's going to close.
That's crazy.
One is going to open, one's going to close.
Well, I mean, yeah, they always do that anyways. What I'm saying though is that means that they're literally going to have probably 10 spots that are going to be like returning divas or NXT or NXT girls.
All right,
like they got to.
TNA too.
Oh yeah,
that.
and
and
TNA. Now I fully expect Joe Hendry to show up and Moose. Joe Hendry and Moose is going to be.
Yes, I need Moose. Moose.
No.
No, yeah, I mean Joe Hendry, but no.
I love it. I love it because I had T. I had C going, man. He was like Joe Hendry's like, yeah, all right, okay. I said, Moose,
hang on, it's gonna be the Hardys. We're getting the Hardys back.
Oh, that's obvious.
I'll be down for that. Bring them home. Bring them home so they can retire and then finally get their rightful place in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, it's deserved. But yeah, sorry, y'all. I just stopped in the middle of the thing. It popped up. Sent me a message on my phone. It popped up.
Man, you had me scared. I thought somebody died, man.
Yeah, same here,
bro. Because after the whole Melina thing, I was like, man, I don't need no more wrestling deaths, man. I have to start off. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, but now, folks.
Oh, hang on. One more thing. There's one match I do want to see Penta have during this WWE run, and I need it. Him versus Chelsea Green, Part 2 for the U.S. Women's title. I need it.
It's not gonna happen. But what is gonna happen is our man Coach is finna tell us who to watch for in wrestling.
All right. So this week, there's 2 matches that we need to pay attention to. Number one, we literally just got done talking about it. Tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, Penta makes his WWE debut against Chad Gable. Don't want to miss that. High anticipation for it for probably the last 2 to 3 months with Penta and him coming over to WWE from AEW. So lots of hype. That's for sure number one that you need to watch. Number 2, we're going over to AEW, and for their Maximum Carnage live house show, mini pay-per-view, however you want to put it, they have a women's casino gauntlet match for a chance at the title at Grand Slam Australia. And one person to watch in that match is a returning Julia Hart, coming off of shoulder surgery. She came back last month, hasn't really done a whole lot since then. She's done some interviews kind of teasing that she's going after Mariah May. So this is definitely going to be a really good match. If it's anything like the men's casino gauntlet where Powerhouse Hobbs won last week, it's going to be very entertaining. But my favorite to win that is going to be Julia Hart. But who knows what'll happen in any gauntlet match. But that is who to watch for this week in wrestling.
announcement for that who to watch for in wrestling for this week. We'll make sure that you guys tune into those matches. And if any of those things, if any of those people spark your interest, or if you have people you want Coach to pick on for who to watch for in wrestling, please comment below and let us know who those people are. Coach will do his homework. He is the resident workhorse here on the We Book It podcast, doing all of the assignments, and he does them very, very well. So thank you so much, Coach, for that. Now, I would like to talk about AEW. So Big Daddy C, I'm coming to you with this one, our resident AEW guy. Listen, AEW is cooking up some big, guys, and I believe it. I believe in it, and I'm excited about it. And it's not very often I can say that, especially since CM Punk left. Guys, Jeff Jarrett and MJF, this final run, this might be Cena levels, and it's flying under the radar with how they're doing it. But I'm really excited if this really is the last Outlaws last run. JARRETT. Guys, listen, they are planning something big for him, and I love the fact that he got in the ring this past Wednesday, did a promo battle with MJF, and he held his own. He kept it PG, kinda, but like I said, at the same time, he still held his own. How would you guys like to see this work out for Jeff Jarrett? Obviously, him and MJF got a match coming up here soon. I'm sure they're gonna end up booking that. What do you think, Big Daddy C? What do you think about Jeff Jarrett and his kind of farewell tour, his unannounced farewell tour?
I'm excited for it. Honestly, I think you think about all that Jeff Jarrett has contributed to the industry as a wrestler and as a promoter. Especially with him and his dad creating TNA. He's definitely been responsible for a lot of guys, their rise in wrestling. And so I think, definitely he deserves his flowers as he's getting ready to head on out completely and retire. And so I think for him, what better way to do it than go against somebody the likes of NJF, basically younger guy, the current generation, basically this, I feel like it's an honor for someone of MJ's caliber to be chosen and selected as like the last major opponent, for Jeff Jarrett as he heads into the sunset. So yeah, I'm excited for Jeff Jarrett to cut a promo with the best of them. And so I think it's definitely going to make for some good TV over the next month or so between these two guys. Yeah, I'm ready for it.
I agree. I mean, that was a decent promo. I'm looking forward to the match, but for the unofficial retirement run,
yeah,
I think he's going to get the title. The way that Tony Khan's done it so far with these older wrestlers, they've done it, especially
like
with
world title.
Yeah, I think he'll be more like a transitional champion, maybe a month or two, almost like Daniel Bryanson, and just how he had that run for a bit, and then basically off air. Basically now he's doing whatever behind the scenes or whatever. I think that's what they're going to do with him. Give him his flowers, let him do it for a month or two, then let him write him off with a tack or something from, who knows, Swerve, Hangman, Ospreay, MJF. Someone's going to take him out, and that's going to boost their heel character for them. I mean, they did it with Cope, this radar superstar Cope, when he won the TNT belt. I mean, you can see Tony Khan does it with the older guys that have been in the industry. So I imagine they're going to do the same thing with him.
Okay. All right. Hold on 2 seconds. On this show, on Sunday nights, when I'm in charge, his name is Edge.
What?
Edge.
That's not what the whatchamacallit, AEW.
On Friday nights, when it's Freaky Friday nights, which tune in, by the way, every Friday night. Freaky Fritos giving you a smackdown, rebound, low down, hold down, pole down, toe down. Anyways, Friday nights.
On the title card.
Friday nights. He can be Cope. He can be Copeland. He can be Copenhagen. I don't give a damn. But here, on Sunday night, you call that man Edge. You call him Edge, and that's it.
I'm
Understood?
just going what they say on the network.
Fritos. Hop us in and say, okay, Mike Jones.
Okay, Mike Jones.
Who?
Thank you.
The podcaster, not the rapper.
All right, fair enough. Now, anyways, Coachman, do you have anything to add about Jeff Jarrett's last run?
Yeah, I do actually. So, actually, I have met Jeff Jarrett and have actually interviewed him before at my old radio station job when he first bought the Springfield Lucky Horseshoes. And I'll tell you what, that guy was hysterical talking to him. Like, hilarious stories. Just a nice guy. Didn't want to bring any attention to himself. He actually, anytime wrestling was brought up, he tried to deflect it because he wanted to talk baseball at the time. But afterwards, I asked him a couple, like, just a bunch of questions about TNA, about how, like, where he came up with the idea and everything, and how he think it was going to be this successful as it is now. And I'll tell you what, he is very humble. He would not take any of the success. He would not say, oh, well, I had a great team and everything. So this is a much deserved final send-off for Jeff Jarrett. And I'm excited to see where this goes. And to your point, Virgil, I think he actually won the promo battle against MJF. Mm-hmm. I think he was better than MJF on the mic, and people on social media kind of agree with that. But I agree that he is going to get a championship run. It might be very brief, but it's going to be a run for all that he's done in the wrestling world.
Send him out the right way. I mean, Jericho's getting a lengthy run with that ROH title. You might as well give Jarrett a short run with the AEW title.
Well, Jericho's got creative control probably, so he's not letting that thing go.
He might. I think him and Edge are going to battle over that, so we'll have to see about that. But
Jericho's going to bring it to a Fozzy concert or something.
No, I'm joking. I just had a call.
Shame.
Hey, but speaking of, like, Sting knows two in the ring again after what, 15? Was it 15 years now? Mm-hmm. Like, man, it just
that's a former WrestleMania main event,
bro. Like, I was like, man, how long we've been watching wrestling? The fact that it's 2025 and we got Jericho versus Edge
in an empty arena,
the learning tree.
Man, I mean, but with them both being Canadians and, like, you know, them being on the road together for so many years in the past, like, it just felt nostalgic, man. I'm like, these dudes still holding on, man. Like, Ed took a time.
They're still holding
on. And John Cena's retiring.
Granted, Ed took 7 years off, so I mean, he
really back to back. Don't you dare! I am.
So Ed took 7 years off, so it bought him some time, you know. But you know, Jericho been going, you know, between several different promotions.
Backstage. Oh.
And so it was just great to see those two lock it up again, man, and have promos against each other. And so I know, like, Jericho like to play it off like he don't know who, like he didn't know who Edge was. Like, I don't remember none of that. I was like, this man, love him or hate him, man. Jericho, in terms of wrestling, he is to be respected.
He's funny. Yeah. He is funny.
Yeah, he is funny.
He's got some good ones.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, y'all. Well, I don't have the graphic for it. We'll stay tuned for that for next week. But guys, it's time for Big Daddy C's Sugar Baby of the Week. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
Oh no, that one doesn't sound right. There it is.
Time for Big Daddy C.
You'll never find anything.
All right, man. Listen. I know what you guys are thinking. Who's gonna be my first sugar baby of the week, man? one would assume there's going to be one Mrs. Jada Parker, but no. I raved about her enough on this podcast, so y'all know how I feel about this woman. But I'm gonna hit y'all with a different one, man. Man, ever since she popped up in AEW, this one girl, she definitely caught my eye, man. She can wrestle. She love her some anime. She a nerd, and when it comes to like a lot of the stuff that I like, man, she's a very beautiful woman. Miss Willow Nightingale, man. I aspire to find a woman like her someday, but no, I digress. But yeah, that was my sugar baby of the week. Catch me next week for the next sugar baby of the week.
This has been another episode of Big Daddy C.
This dude, man, come on.
Of the week. Stay tuned and stay sexy.
You're sick. You are sick. You are sick. Oh my god, bro.
Hey, see, do you have producer rights right now? Put that man in timeout. Put that man in timeout.
I actually have my producer screen up right now.
Ooh. Producer fight. Producer fight.
Don't
fight.
you do it, see? This is my show. Because I
Oh my god.
You lucky I ain't do this a while back.
Are you doing that?
I think we both try to control it at the same time. So I'm letting him.
It's a power struggle. It's a power struggle.
That's what happens when you put me in timeout twice.
It's Vince McMahon versus Eric Bischoff. No, you got rid of Fritos, not.
Yeah, I know, because he was talking trash. You sit there and time out, Fritos. See, I cannot believe you just did that to me. How dare you? How dare you? Go ahead and just kick me out like that on my own show. If this was Wednesday, I wouldn't have nothing to say. This is Sunday night, damn it. This is my show. You are a guest here.
Tell me he did not just do that.
As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you a guest real quick. Boom. Hi, Coach.
All right. So now, where were we?
Oh, I don't know. We were talking about how great John Cena is and how he's the best in the world and how he's going to win the WWE Championship, the WWE Undisputed Championship. It's going to be great, and he's going to cause Cody to lose his mind and go Homelander on him, and it's going to be wonderful.
Fingers crossed. I want that Homelander version of Cody.
My title's better.
You wish.
Ugh, look at it. All right, Fritos.
Well,
Once again, you gotta take it too far. Once again, you gotta take it too far.
Let me just wipe my title.
Oh God. Oh, dude. All right, y'all. So the final topic for the night. Let's have some fun with this final topic, guys. Off the dome. I don't want you to think about it. I don't want you to sit there. I want you to splatter out a name that you think is going to win the Royal Rumble in 2025. And start with Fritos.
Punk.
Okay.
CM Punk.
And Big Daddy C.
Cena.
Yeah. Let's go back to back. All right, go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, I'm going Cena as well.
Woo! Let's go.
Although
Let's go.
I think he should win at Elimination Chamber for his title match at WrestleMania. That's my opinion. I do think he's going to win the Rumble.
Too. He don't need to be in no chamber, bro. He ain't got it no more. Let him do the Rumble. No, he don't need to be taking no bumps in the Elimination Chamber. No.
That's true.
Oh, man. Listen, you can never count the champ out, baby. You can never count the champ out. And another person you can never count out is our final segment for this episode. Guys, it's been a long time. Do me a favor.
Oh, God, what's he doing?
I need you all to Papa Zen, I need you to chill out, chillax for a second, and I need you all to listen to the freakiest one. The one, the man, the myth, the legend. His name is Fritos. Go ahead, Fritos.
You just got introduced by Alvin the Chipmunk.
Do I sound like that? Do I really sound like that?
Sponsored by Ria's Tits.
You trying to get me killed by the fiance?
Hey, Gabby not in there, so
She's next door. I'm sure she can hear it.
Dude,
Yeah,
she's literally the first one every week.
I dare Gabby to pop in there right now.
Don't.
Gabby.
Knock it off.
What is this? Is this like is she like the Candyman? You say her name 3 times, she appears.
Yeah, she's like the boogeyman.
Say her name, man. She appears.
We believe in Gabby.
I just want to see if she really about it. I just want to see if she really gonna pop up in there this time.
No, she won't.
Yeah.
Door shut. I barricaded too.
Okay.
But anyways,
Gabby.
Virgil, you know what to do. Unless you don't have it now with this whole new setup. Hit my music.
Actually, I do have it. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Because it's the music right at the top called rock for some second-rate producers that don't know that.
Damn.
So quiet there. What's going on? It's fine.
I remove Virgil.
It's fine. I'll just
You know
go.
what? I'm going to change the password on you. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the password on you.
At number 5, I've got the champ, John Cena, coming back to Raw, basically announcing his retirement tour. Nothing too much right on other than basically just letting everyone know he hasn't been around. He has no rights to claim any title championship, but he's going to still give everything he's got. At number 4, I've got Trick Williams and Roxanne Perez, both losing their NXT titles. Everyone might see this as a negative, but nah, I see this as a positive. They're big fish in a small pond, and they're ready to move up in WWE. Expect to see them in the Royal Rumble. At number 3, I've got one mommy, Rhea Ripley, being Liv Morgan this past Monday Night Raw, and having a wonderful moment with Undertaker. She's going to have a great reign of terror again, and I'm looking forward to see who her first opponent's going to be. Number 2, I've got CM Punk, being Seth Rollins, announcing he's going to be in the Rumble. Keep an eye on who he's going to win, or who's he going to go against once he wins. The number 1, I've got your reigning, defending, undisputed tribal chief, Roman Reigns, being Solo to be your number 1 tribal chief, in my heart as well. And also announcing that he is going to enter the Royal Rumble, and he's going to be your cover for WWE 2K. He's got big things coming up, and I can't wait to see it. And this has been a Fritos Fave 5. Yeah.
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 Hey, acknowledge him. Thank you.
There we go.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
Oh my God. Okay, Dwayne.
Oh, he's got the zoom in too. Whoa, hello.
Hey, look, I didn't try to do that. My camera did that on accident. Stop doing that, camera. It literally follows me around the room too. Like if I get up from my desk and walk away, it will follow me around.
Damn
Okay,
it,
zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out.
Damn.
Zoom out. Oh, God. Oh,
Man,
whatever.
Stop in the name of
Man's
love.
got new equipment in
No means no.
Hey, you know what, guys? Kiss my ass. How about that? How about that?
No.
All right. So, see, what would you give Fritos Fave 5 for this week?
I'll give it a solid A.
Okay, Coach, what would you give his Fave 5?
Fritos? How long have we known each other?
A long time.
Yeah, I believe believe I first met you 7th grade baseball practice at St. Agnes.
Correct.
And, I remember you used to do a lot of dumb things throughout high school, too.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started doing this podcast together. And you've done some really stupid things on this podcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then, right when I thought you couldn't get any dumber, you came up with this list and totally redeemed yourself. A+.
Hey.
Not gonna lie, he had me going in the first half.
Man, hey, listen, I thought Coach was about to straight fry me, bro.
I didn't know what was coming. I honestly.
I gotta have that tweener skills there. Didn't know if I was going heel or not.
Indeed,
I
Fritos.
thought Coach was about to become Chef Hickman.
For real. All right, fellas. For me, Fritos, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a solid B+ on this. Like I said, it was pretty good. I honestly want to give props to Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns. I think that I would have had them on the list somewhere. Obviously, probably, and definitely Oba Femi and whoever that girl is, Juliana, who's the new NXT Women's Champion. Both of them, they are leading NXT. Julia. They are leading NXT into the next generation. And I'm very excited for them. But yeah, we did that. So as always, guys, it ain't just left up to us, but we need you, the viewers, to rate Fritos Fave 5. If you thought his Fave 5 sucked, please tell him in the comments. Listen, we will not get upset with you. We tell Fritos he sucks all the time. He's a big boy. He can handle it. If you love Fritos Fave 5, comment below. Hey, I loved Fritos Fave 5. And if it's only one comment that says they loved it, then we'll know it's from Gab, and we probably know it's Fritos that like stole her YouTube and like gave himself that grade. But hey,
it's his burner account.
It is.
Nah, she'll be straight up saying it sucked. Let's be honest.
Yeah. But yeah, we want comments, we want interaction with you guys. We need your help. We are steadily trying to grow this podcast as quickly as possible. Just get the word out. Let all your wrestling friends, let all your singles and tag team competitors know that that wrestling is back. It is real and it is on the air when you're talking about the We Book It podcast. From Virgil, from Big Daddy C, from Fritos, from Coach, the We Book It boys. Happy 2025. We're excited to be here with you all. Tune in next week. We got a Monday show, we got a Wednesday show, we got a Friday show, and then return right back here for this show next Sunday. Keep those booking pencils sharp and keep on booking.